Earlier this year, just over a month ago in fact, I showed you what the future of Nissan's production electric vehicles look like by giving you a first-hand tour of the brand new 2018 Nissan Leaf at its official launch event in Tokyo, Japan. And since that launch last month, Nissan says that it's seen a very high interest in the second generation of its popular plug-in hatchback. In fact, it's apparently received so many orders for the new Leaf that it's managed to sell the equivalent of half the number of Leafs sold last year in just 1 month. So when Nissan began teasing images of a new zero-emission vehicle, an SUV as far as we could tell, that it would be unveiling at the Tokyo Motor Show, quite a few people got excited. After all, Nissan has been promising us a new all-electric model for some time, and I'm sure that I wasn't the only one who was hopeful that we'd see a new plug-in production model make a debut this week in Tokyo, and if not that, perhaps a concept vehicle that could easily be converted to a production model. Yet, the new vehicle unveiled earlier today was the Nissan IMX zero-emissions crossover concept, an all-electric, all-wheel drive crossover SUV that Nissan says shows us not the far future for its brand, but the near future. It's got tons of autonomous vehicle technology, some of which we first saw in Nissan's IDS concept car back in 2015, an impressive 320 kilowatts of combined power from its twin-motor all-wheel drivetrain, and a claimed 600-kilometre, that's 373-mile range, presumably on the Japanese JC08 test cycle. It ticks boxes, but unlike some concept cars which feel more like precursors of actual production vehicles, this car feels way too futuristic to be hitting the market anytime soon, which leads me to ask the following question. Should you be excited or blasé about Nissan's electric offerings at the Tokyo Motor Show? In order to answer this, I think we first have to understand what Nissan is trying to tell us with the IMX zero-emissions crossover concept, because it's very heavily influenced by Nissan's very favourite topic of the moment, Nissan Intelligent Mobility. The keystone for Nissan's future vision, Nissan Intelligent Mobility encompasses 3 different spheres: intelligent driving, that's self-driving or semi-autonomous driver technologies, intelligent power, that's electric vehicle technology, and intelligent integration, which is Nissan's term for fully integrated vehicle-to-grid, vehicle-to-vehicle, and connected car technology. And the IMX zero-emission crossover concept is a vehicle designed to highlight all 3 of those areas. It's a car that gives you a choice between driving in so-called manual mode or being fully autonomous, where the steering wheel folds away completely and the car operates in full level 5 autonomy. It's a car that wirelessly charges and when you're not using it, can take itself to a local vehicle-to-grid station where it can help smooth out grid demand by either pulling power from or giving power back to the electrical grid. This is all a very exciting future, but while we're all being told next year is the tipping point for electric vehicles, where owning an EV is going to be more affordable than owning an internal combustion engined car, Nissan's concept car just seems to be too futuristic to be just a few years down the line. Additionally, as I said a few weeks back, not everyone wants their next car to be quite so, well, tech-filled. I get that autonomous vehicle technology is going to become mainstream, and if it helps reduce accidents and road fatalities, I'm all for it, but the IMX concept seems too detached from current vehicle language to be something we should be taking seriously. I should note, however, that when the new Nissan Leaf launched last month, we did see elements of the Nissan IDS concept car from 2015 in its design. And so I think if I had to guess, I think we'll see IMX design elements in an eventual production crossover SUV from Nissan in a few years' time. Does it make me excited? No, not yet. What we saw today with the IMX was definitely more concept than production, but there is some hope in the future thanks to 2 other vehicles that debut today in Tokyo. A Nismo-tuned version of the Nissan Leaf that could hint at what we can expect from the high-performance Leaf Nissan is promising us for next year, and a longer-range 40 kWh Nissan ENV200 commercial vehicle fitted with a refrigeration unit that's powered by a secondary 12 kWh battery pack that previews a new all-electric refrigerated delivery vehicle from the company. And while both of these vehicles are technically still concepts, they're the type of concepts that preview vehicles that you should expect in production sometime soon, and they're tangibly so. Finally, Nissan's official entry into Formula E for the 2018-2019 season should benefit Nissan's electric vehicle development. But overall, I can't help but feel that Nissan should have done something more impressive on the electric vehicle front for its home auto show. So while some will undoubtedly be excited, I'm more meh than I wanted to be, because the IMX, while neat, is such an obviously never make it into production car that it's something that's hard to get excited about, at least in today's increasing market for plug-in cars. Sorry, Nissan. That's it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, hit the notification bell to hear the moment a new show is uploaded, and click the Patreon link at the end of this video or in the description below if you want to help me make more of these videos. Until next time, keep evolving!